Hi. Hello, everyone. Welcome. How's it going? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Most people should be in Monday now. I think there are probably still some people at the end of Sunday. But welcome in. Hello, hello. I hope you all are doing well today. Today, normally we would do Final Fantasy IX on a Monday, but Neri is on a break at the moment. So, we are going to be doing some more Wytchwood, which is a game that I've been thinking about for like ages. I played this. When did I last play this? The VOD recently went up, which is how you know it's been a while. Because the VODs are like 6 months behind. when when did I stream this last? Let me check. Let me check. Filter by public videos. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the VOD of the first time we played went up like last week? No. The 26th of April, like 2 days ago. When did I play this? 23 August 2024. Oh. Oh, it's been a while. I feel less bad about completely forgetting everything about the game though. But yeah, so Wytchwood it's like a super chill indie kind of like crafting game, but you play as an old witch that woke up in their swamp and a talking goat was there. And then the talking goat helped you open the way to the basement, and then there's some chick asleep in your basement. And then but you have no memory of why she's there. And the goat's like, "Ayo, pay up. We made a wager, and you've got to deliver now." And we're like, "What the fuck are you talking about, goat?" And then apparently we're supposed to collect the souls of great demons? Question mark. I don't know, but there's like, pretty sure they're like demony things. And then we have to collect all of the infinity demons for our gauntlet so that then we can, I guess, unlock our memories and wake up the chick. Oh, looks like 23 August, 4:50 a.m. Ayo. Ayo. Yeah, so we'll continue that. Hi Calamity, how you doing? Welcome in. Hello, hello. The Final Fantasy IX should be back next week. But, so Final Fantasy IX should be back next week. Next week's streams, so our streams for this week, so Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, are all as normal. But I will be taking a break. I think I'll stream the Friday and Saturday of the 9th and the 10th of May. Let me check. Yeah, so I'm streaming the 9th and the 10th of May. But then I will be on a break from the 11th until the 16th. And I'll come back on the 16th, and that's when we do our Evil Ath debut. So I'll be off for a bit of a break before the debut, and then we'll do the debut when I get back. Stream interruptions out of my hands, unfortunately. But yeah, that should be then the only foreseeable interruption. I shouldn't have any more breaks, at least not for most of the year. There might be one more break at the end of the year, but that's like ages away. Won't be here. We'll be in Japan. Woo! That's exciting. That's exciting. But, and I haven't said hi to everyone yet. Hi, everyone. Thank you for getting the first today, Hydra. Zooming on in. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for that. And thank you, everyone, for the bunny check-ins. We have Jackie, Lenny, Noct, and Calamity. Thank you for your bunny check-ins. I appreciate it. Welcome in, everyone. I think I got everyone. But yeah, so this is like, there's a good chance this game's gonna like put me to sleep. I think I was gonna play this like 3 weeks ago for an Indie Friday, and then I just like kept finding games that I wanted to try. So then we didn't play it. So now we're gonna finish this for our Indie Fridays. This is gonna be our Indie Friday game. Hi Toxic Sheep, how you doing? Thank you for your very first bunny check-in. Hey yo, first bunny collected. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. A new bunny has found a home. Where's my button? My buttons aren't. Are they working? Oh yeah, okay. There we go. Ta-da! Wytchwood. Yeah, so it's it's like a little crafting collection game. You basically run around, find items, make stuff, solve puzzles, by crafting things. And we are a witch with a pot on her head. That's it. Alright. Now, I have no idea where we were up to. I think we just... wither the ox's crops. Apparently, we just need to do that. You can, like, click on stuff. Need a jar to collect milk. That's right. You've got to... How do I craft shit? So these are the spells that we can craft. So we can craft an empty jar, for example. Which puts it in our inventory. Hearth seed. When thrown sharply against the ground, the seed will spirit you back to cozy comforts. Okay, that's a fast TP back. Withering can. A watering can. Poisoned by the witch, of course. Did it not save where we were up to? Is there a map? Where's the ox? Labors of the ox, and now the ox shall reap what he has sown. Down here. I kind of thought we had done that, but maybe we didn't. So the ox down here. Let me just... So basically with all of the puzzles and stuff, they there's essentially a whole bunch of like mini quests that you have to do. Hi cat, how you doing? Indeed. Yeah, it didn't save our progress. We definitely did this bit. Hey, I thought I told you to beat it. He raises his hoe and brandishes it at you menacingly. I must not have saved it. But basically, we need to wither the crops. Scarecrow again stands motionless. Oh, there we go. Whoa, that's way too loud. What the hell? Hang on. That is too loud. I would like... Nope. Nope. Down, please. Not up. Not off either. What was it on? Was it on 50%? Put it on 40%, I guess. And I'll reduce the volume separately. Outside of this. There we go. Maybe that's a bit better now. Sorry guys, didn't mean to jump scare you. I jump scared me. I was like... I just want some quiet little cozy time, you know? Lamau, get your crops killed, idiot. Basically, this guy, his... TLDR, his family mysteriously disappeared. Hi, Toxic Sheep. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, his family mysteriously disappeared, and basically they were wondering how he kept winning the crop competitions to make like the biggest and best crop. And then it seems like he had been making sacrifices to the scarecrow that was in the middle of the crops. And pretty sure he sacrificed like his whole family to the scarecrow in order to get the best crops. So now we've come through and withered all his crops. I guess to like break the deal or something? I don't know. You watch the sickness spreading up the stalks to the very tips of the tallest leaves. Vivid greens turn to diseased browns as the crops bend and droop. No! What is happening? Harvest Master, we had a deal. You promised my crops would never fail. Dreadfully sorry. Looks like my magic is broken. Not my fault. The ox throws himself to the ground, desperately raking the soil with his fingers. Wait, let's make a new deal. Please, I sacrificed too much for this. A new deal? What is it you offer? Anything you want. Just bring my precious crops back to me. Anything? This is acceptable. Worm-like roots suddenly wrap around the ox's feet and begin dragging him into the soil. Wait, I didn't mean... Oh, shit. The dust settles over the spot where the ox once stood, as if nothing had happened. Though the soil looks barren and diseased, a small sprout of leafy green catches your eye. Where the ox once stood, a green tendril has pushed its way through the earth. You watch a delicate blossom unfurl, revealing a stubborn, hard-shelled seed. The soul of the ox. Woohoo! We need to collect the souls. Nice. The scarecrow stands again motionless. Oh, the family's back. Here we go. Ox's family. Standing at the front gate, the ox's missing wife and son blink in confusion, as if they had just burst forth from the earth itself. Ma, what happened? Ah, welcome back. I suppose you don't remember much. He really did it, didn't he? That stupid festival prize was worth more to him than us. Where is he? Where is my husband? Don't fret. I've already set things straight. He won't be troubling you again. And you've got this nice fertile farm all to yourself now. My son and I worked ourselves to the bone for that horrible man. Thank you for lifting this curse. Just do me a favor and don't make any deals with suspicious scarecrows. Don't worry now, child. We won't ever have to fear him again. Ooh. It's all the eggs for now. Dog. Oh, egg. Yoink. Let's click on him for egg. What's these? With a trowel? Do I have a trowel? I do have a trowel. Aha. Clay. So this is basically one of those games where you kind of just want to grab literally anything that you can click on. Like even that frog. So that frog's mine now, see? That's how it works. That's how it works in the big city around here. Yoink. I have no idea if I need them. There are certain ingredients that I think I need to progress parts of the story. Collect 4 souls for the goat. So we need the bear in the forest and the leech in the swamp. So, so we go in here. Oh. Inventory? Return to the fields. Okay, we'll start by returning out to the fields. Maybe then we'll be able to see better. Oh, here we go. So we get the... So we've done the snake and the ox. So now we need the bear and the leech. So what's up with the bear? Find the sergeant of the Lakeshore camp. Okay. What's this one? Gather inoculation ingredients for the nurse. Apparently a plague is going around, though this is the first news of it. Only a proper inoculation will satisfy the sick house staff. So, collect lazy grass from the fields. Do I have that? What is lazy grass? Okay, I have 4 lazy grass. Is that enough? Okay, and we need toxic thistles and bug ichor. What does it, Sorry, trying to wrap my head around this again. Okay, I'll track this one. Here we go. Alright, so we're just missing toxic thistles. So how do we get toxic thistles? It doesn't say. Maybe we can just go to the swamp and just grab them. Is this a teleport? It is a teleport. Swamp? Yeah. There's a toxic thistle. Too tough to break through with hands alone. Ow! Hey, fuck off. How do I deal with you? I don't remember. I have a logger's hatchet. Or do I need the... There we go. Need the shears. Mushroom, mushroom. Is there another one of these somewhere? What's this? Could collect some water with a jar. Okay, I don't think I need the water right now. Yoink. I don't want to get sucked dry. Oh, they're coming for me. No, leave me alone. I have 1 HP left. How do I get my HP? Mending poultice? Heals aches and pains. Okay, cool. And craft. Might craft a couple of these. Okay, what's this? Juicy offering to greater powers. Useful against drakes. Useful against dryads. Okay, cool. So there's different stuff that's useful against different things. Collect the bug ichor from the swamp. How do I do that? How do I collect bug ichor? Which spice sewing kit? Bug ichor, bug ichor. Snap trap? No. It's for dogs, dryads. It says turkeys. Skeeters. Drakes. Maybe I just need like a net? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I think I just need to hit him with a net. Sewing kit. Oh, this is a locker. Oh, I have bug ichor in here. I'll take all of that. Don't mind if I do. Okay, just need the thistles. 1 thistle. There's a thistle there, but... Yoink. Okay, now we can go hand this into the nurse. Don't know where the nurse is. Over there. Okay. So basically the nurse kind of, if I remember correctly, the nurse is kind of like a little delulu. And I'm not entirely convinced that she actually, that there is actually a, disease going on. I think she's just a bit delulu. An entrance to the swamp. Oh, into the Darkwood. Okay. Hey. Leave me alone. Darkwood? Are you the Darkwood? It's the forest. Field. Oh. I mustn't have a teleporter in the dark field. Okay, we'll keep going this way. Seek a vine. I just pick up stuff. Is it up? Yeah. Oh, hi. Okay, not that way. Woo. No? Journal. Visits the sick house west of the swamp. West of the swamp. Oh! Oh. Okay. It's alright, we got this. We're doing it, we're doing it. Nope. I missed the entrance down here. There we go. Now we're cooking. I'll need 3 milligrams of bug ichor extract, 5 grams of toxic thistle powder, and some lazy grass to numb the pain. Medicine is a precise science. Oof. You place a sloshing jar of ichor in the nurse's hands. She inspects it suspiciously. but doesn't ask where it came from. I'll need 3 milligrams. Okay, toxic thistle. Oh, you snap off a few something. And lazy grass. The nurse takes the dried grasses you have been so careful to keep intact and immediately crushes them into powder. Nice. The nurse nods at you, gathering all the ingredients into a small, hand-sized mortar. You hold your breath as she mashes everything into a slimy, stinky liquid. Not the most pleasant stuff, but I can assure you it beats growing lumps where no lumps should be. Speak for yourself. One can never have enough lumps. The nurse shrugs at you, sucking up the bubbling mixture into an oversized syringe. She gestures for you to hold out your arm. I don't fucking think so. After stabbing into your flesh several times, she fails to find any veins with the point of the needle. Sorry, you seem to have some strange physiology. Bah, give it here. I'll do it. You seize the injector and jab it into your arm without further fuss. A cool sensation climbs into your fingertips. You doubt the medicine will have any effect, but at least it should make the nurse happy. There. I feel much better. Can I go inside now? Oh, yes. Yes, of course. You should be immune to the plague from the time being. Just be quick. The leech is very busy. Very busy. Busy, Mr. Leech. Is this person still alive? Hard to say. Oh, there's a book or something in here, or a kit. Seems like the experiment room. I don't know about this. Seems awfully suspicious. I think this guy's causing the sickness. The doctor slithers from one patient to another, checking off little boxes on a clipboard. From under her wide-brimmed hat, she appears to notice you enter, but pays you no mind. You must be the leech. I was hoping you could help me find one of your patients. Do you have the symptoms? Crackling of the bones, oozing eyes, skin rot, perhaps a yellow liver. Let's get you examined. The leech extends her toothy snout, prodding your body and searching for some hidden malignancy. You slap her away with a swift palm. If it's sickness you're looking for, you won't find it on me. My dear, we are all sick with something. Whether it's a broken heart or a broken arm, we all suffer in one way or another. You peer through her tightly wrapped garments and see a deep darkness underneath. Despite the warmth in her words, there is a sense of hunger and urgency in her tone. I am here to heal, to mend, to put all of your troubles at ease. Now tell me, what ails you? I told you already. I'm in perfect health. I'm here to find someone. A man who came through here with a sprained ankle. Half the patients who come to me have a twisted this or a broken that. Before the pox sets in, that is. Can you be more specific? What does he look like? Oh, I'm not sure. Well, then how do you expect me to help you? Come back to me when you know who you're looking for. You look about the sick house at the coughing, wheezing, bedridden souls. Perhaps some of them will be able to identify the missing husband. You don't know where that short fellow got to, eh? I miss that man with the beard. Leave me alone. It's the beardy guy you're looking for? There was a fellow with dark hair, dark eyes. Look down here. They're sleeping. Looks like they could use the rest. A husband. Yeah, he had a darker complexion. Oh, than me. Can't find the short guy. His patient just stares into the distance. Silent. Okay, beard.
Well, do you have any better idea who exactly you're looking for?
Shorter than most?
I'm going to need a bit more than that.
Dark in features?
Narrowing it down, give me something else.
Full beard.
Ah, yes. I remember that poor man now. He came in with a swollen ankle, but on his journey through the swamp, he must have contracted the plague. His condition declined rapidly, I'm sorry to say. In the end, there wasn't much I could do for him except make him comfortable.
He's dead. What sort of sick house is this, anyway?
My condolences, really. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to doing what I can for the living.
At least tell me where his wife might collect his body. The nurse outside seemed to be having trouble keeping track of them all.
I'm sorry. That information is reserved for next of kin. Judging by your physique, I wouldn't say you were related to the deceased in the slightest.
The doctor turns away from you to prepare vials of medicine. Better return to the old woman in the swamp with the bad news.
So many have need of my services, but there is so little time.
The leech is causing the sickness, surely. Surely. It's gotta be. The old woman. Up here maybe? Bonk. Oi. Is this the old woman?
Do you have news of my husband? He should have been back from the sick house by now.
You bow your head in condolence. I'm sorry to say that your husband has passed away. The leech said he fell ill with the plague. Rather than grief, an expression of mild annoyance crosses the woman's face.
Oh, what a nuisance.
You don't seem that upset by the news.
Well, he was getting on in years. It was bound to happen sooner or later. I just didn't think it would be from some measly plague of all things. So, where is the fool now?
I'm not sure. The leech wouldn't tell me. But her assistant mentioned having to dispose of the dead out in the swamp.
Ah, brimstone and bandersnatch. I know I'm already in your debt, sister, but can I ask you for another favor?
I suppose I've already stuck my foot in this mess. What is it?
There's an old circle of power just west of here. It served me well in my younger years, and I expect it's still got some juice left. I need you to dust it off and fire it up again. I'd go do it myself, but by the time I get there, my poor husband's body would already be reduced to worm farts.
What am I to do with this circle?
You're a knowledgeable lass. The engravings on the obelisks should explain the rest.
The obelisks in the swamp. Ah, down here. Is it Friday? Hi, Calliste. No, it's Monday, but Neri was busy, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna play Wytchwood. I was like, I'll just play some of this. I've been thinking about it for ages. If only it were Friday, though, right? I wish. I wish. Oh, I can't go this way. Sorry. Don't mind me. Okay, I have to go over and around. We'll probably still be playing this on Friday anyway. Oh. Yoink. Soot sprite. Yeah, I don't think we'll finish it tonight because there's still a fair bit to go in this game. So we'll keep going with it on Friday anyway. Oh. I'm still trying to get like a handle of the game again because it's been so long. Apparently I can't just catch those in the bug net. Ah, here's the obelisks. That bug is being very annoying though. You're still against skeeters. Is that a skeeter? What is that? Okay. What do you think about the crafting? I enjoy this game. I actually quite like this game. It's a very like circle back kind of game where it's like you're in an area, then you move to the next area, then it's like, hey, jokes, go back to the previous area and get more stuff from there. Which I kind of don't really mind too much. Because it's like a chill game and you can just kind of run around collecting stuff. You don't have to really fight anything. You brush off a blanket of thick moss and lichen from the ancient magical pattern carved into the earth. The essence of power wakes at your touch, bringing slight warmth to your fingertips. You need to make this thing, you need this thing, which needs this thing, which needs this thing. Yeah, it's like, you have to like, work backwards. Honestly, though, like, I'll be very real with you. That's how I do chores. Where it's like, I'll start something and I'll be like, oh, actually, I need this other thing. And then I'll start doing that thing. I'm like, actually, I need something else. So, like, I kind of just do that, like, day to day. That's like a day-to-day experience for me. I'm like, this is just real life simulator. And then once you get to the end, then you get to work all the way back down, doing each thing. Presumably I still have enough energy at that point. 4 black stone obelisks surround the ritual spot. You'll need to scrape off more overgrown decay to read the runic lettering engraved on their surfaces. The southern obelisk asks for a collection of bodily fluids to breathe new life into an unliving vessel. Apothecary humors. Okay. The eastern obelisk yearns for the tooth of a dragon. You haven't seen any real dragons in years, but who knows what's out in the swamp? Drakefang. The western obelisk requires a source of undead animation. Necromantic charm. The northern obelisk calls for proof of the dead. The afterlife is nothing if not bureaucratic. A death certificate from the leech would fit the bill. Okay, so we need apothecary humors, drake fang, and a necromantic charm. So we have a necromantic charm here. So I need pumpkin jack bone and a wicker work. I can craft that. So I just need the pumpkin jack bone for that one. And then apothecary humors. I need frog slime, bug ichor. How did I get the bug ichor? I think I have to trap the bugs with something. Do I need a jar? For the bugs, maybe? Maybe it's a jar. Not a jar. I wish there was a way that I could come back and see what I needed. What's this? Pumpkin jacks and stick totems. Well, I do need that for the pumpkin jack. There's something useful against bugs. Bait stick? I don't know what a skeeter is. Well, I got bug ichor. I did something. That was what I needed, right? Yep. Okay, and then the frogs. I get that from just like... I think... Wait. I think by... What was it? Was there... There were frogs around the place. Ah, here we go. Got him. Easy. Okay, apothecary humors, done. So it was... Apothecary humors, necromantic charm, death certificate, a drake fang. A drake fang. Like, what about this guy? Let me walk away from him first. Is there something that said it was useful against drakes? I think there was. Dogs. Skeeters. Turkeys. Dryads. Drakes. Alright, craftable? Sulfuric potion. Oh, I need a jar of water. Oh wait, how do I get the jar of water? Okay, not here. Alright, I've got to go back through the teleporter. Teleporter. Let's head over to the fields. Oh. You can get a jar of water from the fields. I love the pod helmet, so cute. Hi, customer care skeleton. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I like the pot hat. Cricket. Alright, jar of water. Where do we get the water? Such a good question. Hey, buddy. Perhaps I can puzzle him somehow. Get wrecked. Changeling root. Ah, jar, here. Woohoo! Hydrate, thanks for the hydrate. I appreciate that. My water! I left my water out. Hang on. BRB, one sec. I'm back. I have water now. Thanks for the hydrate. I've hydrated. The art direction in this game is great. Yeah, it's what made me buy it. It was like a... I think I got it on sale too. But it was a indie game that I thought looked really good. So we have our water. Cool. We can craft... What did I need to craft? Oh right, a thing to get the Drake. So I need the sacrifice. So I need to craft this, for starters. And then what else do I need for the sacrifice? This? What's this? That's craftable. Sure, yeah. And then... craftable. And then... already craftable. Nice. And then now I can craft this. Okay, now we have a trap for the Drake. Go to streamers about when I have to get to... Oh, to exchange cash for your Japan trip? That's exciting. Can't sleep now even if I wanted to. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Get him. So I need like a pumpkin dude, I think. Snag vine. So the snag vine, useful against pumpkin jacks and stick totems. And I need the pumpkin jack. Oh, it's in... Yeah, the fields. Yeah. Need a pumpkin jack bone. Have to go find where the pumpkin jacks are. I'm pretty sure they're over on the right-hand side if I remember correctly. Pretty sure they're aggressive too. Turkey. Gnomes. Oh. Hatchet. Get wrecked. We did it. Okay, now I can craft... No, I can't. I need Blood. That'll be from a leech, right? Just against dryads, turkeys, skeeters. What's the thing for leeches? Goblins and bandits. Bloodsuckers. I need whatever this is. And then I can craft this. Alright, so I have spirit salts for bloodsuckers. So I need 1 blurred. Need a blurred. Need a blurred. The gnomes are so silly. There's a house there. Okay, the teleporter was over on this side. I think somewhere around here, right? Yoink. Okay, more left. There it is. Okay, back to the swamp. We gotta get a bloodsucker and a drake. So, there's a bloodsucker up here. Got him. And... Ooh, nope, 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 nope. And then we want this for the drake. Hi, buddy. Need to do some shears to do some dentistry. Alright. That's all I'll get for now. Okay. Yoink. Joe, we just fucking sheared out his teeth. That is kind of fucked up. Craft a necromantic charm. So this one. Craft. And then get a death certificate from the leech. 1 of 1. Do we have it all? Okay, I think we've got them all. Okay. It was like down here. Here we are. The northern obelisk calls for proof of the dead. Oh, I don't have it. It says 1 of 1. Okay. I must have to go back to the leech again. What's the bet the leech wants something else in like... I gotta give them something in exchange, you know? Nothing for free, right? Hello, Mr. Leech. I am back. The shadowy doctor prowls among the cots, eyeing the weakest patients with a dark hunger. She snaps a quivering tentacle at you as you approach. Not a step closer! Who knows what sorts of disgusting maladies you might be carrying? Yes, I'm a pox-ridden wretch, I know, but I need a death certificate from you. Specifically of the short-bearded man we spoke about. His wife is in no condition to roll her chair through the swamp, so she's asked me to collect it for her.
I don't simply give out death certificates to anyone claiming to be someone's aunt, grandmother, or friend. This is a legitimate operation.
She turns her back to you and rummages through a nearby medicinal closet.
Now, where has that serum got to? Don't tell me we're already out.
What's the matter? Out of stock? It's a shame you don't have the time to go out yourself. She tenses at your continued presence.
What are you getting at?
Medicine for that death certificate. I think that's a fair trade. Don't you?
You would barter when people's lives are on the line? Fine. You'll have your paperwork, you filthy degenerate.
Clearly too angry to speak with you, she shoves a list of required medicinal supplies into your hands. I need a skeeter snoot. The fuck is a skeeter? Which ones are the skeeters? Collect skeeter snoots from the swamp. Whether for stitching or injecting, these natural syringes are part of any doctor's kit. Oh, they must be the aggressive bugs. That must be what the skeeters are. Okay, I've already got a couple of smoke pellets on me. Oh. So that's handy. Let me put them up here. Alright. Seems like I have mostly everything else. Yoink. I'm under attack. Need my hatchet. Yoink. Oh, I did also get blood from that. Nice. Alright, is there one where I can do multiple in a hit?
Cuff, cuff, cuff.
Yeah, there is. Haha, get wrecked. Now that's good value. Oh yeah, in here. Journal. Supplies for the leech. Craft mending poultices, dragonfly wings, and skeeter snoots. Okay, mending poultices? How many? Okay, 3. Okay, I have everything. Sweet. Easy. Easy. Not even a big deal, actually. I'll take... Oh, there was no little soot dude. Alright, leech. I'm back. I'm dodging, I'm weaving. Oh. Want a mushroom. Let me in. Clearly too angry to speak with you. Let's get the mending poultices. The leech stuffs the poultices into an unsanitary looking cabinet without a second glance. Dragonfly wings? The leech takes the wings with a surprisingly delicate touch and lays them out carefully along the surface of a clear shelf Skeeter Snoot. The leech inspects the barbs before placing each of them carefully into a velvet-lined container alongside other excruciating-looking instruments. I've run your errands. Now, I really must insist on that death certificate.
There's no need to get prickly. I have your papers right here.
The leech extends her moist arm and thrusts a poorly written note into your hands. You shake the mucus from the paper and try to decipher the loopy, illegible scribbles. You're not even sure that the leech spelled the poor man's name right, but you suppose it's better than nothing. Pah! Next time I need a doctor's note, I'm better off forging the signature myself. You crumple the note into a tight roll for safekeeping. Time to go resurrect the dead now. Teehee. Teehee. Necromantic charm. You place the token of undeath into the basin. It flutters like a candle for a moment before the shadowy umbra of the obelisk snuffs it out. Death certificate. The humid swamp air has made the paper of the death certificate soft and damp. As you drop it in the bowl, it decomposes before your eyes until nothing is left. The eastern obelisk yearns for the tooth of a dragon. You drop the sharp reptilian fang into the stone basin with a heavy clunk. It spins like a top, emitting a high-pitched whine before shattering into fine white dust. The southern obelisk calls for a collection of bodily fluids. You fill the bowl with an offering of anatomic liquids. The fluid slowly disappears, as if being drained by some unseen thirst, until only the wet residue remains. With the final offering accepted, the obelisks surrounding the circle begin to hum. You can hear a strange melody playing through their discordant tones. The carvings on the ground burn with renewed energy, driving away the overgrowth. You're quick to step away as you feel a vacuous force pull at the circle's center. Bodily fluids? Sauce? Yeah, that is super sauce. Yo, I love that dinosaur emote, by the way. I suppose that's done the trick. Let's see what the writing has to say for itself now. You rotate your head to read the glowing letters on the edge of the circle. Place the vessel of the deceased. Yada yada. Recite the evocation of necrodermis. Blah blah. Apply the canopic ointment. Right. Seems straightforward enough. All I need to do now is go fetch the body of that poor fool husband. He should be here in the swamp somewhere. I did see some bodies, right, up here. There was like a whole bunch of bodies over here. Ugh. This must be where the nurse has been dumping the surplus of corpses. I'll need to take a closer look at each one to find the right fellow. Designs truly are so clever, right? It's very cool. Similar, perhaps, but not the right body. This isn't it. Unfortunate, nonetheless. Not the husband, this one. This poor soul doesn't fit the description. Not this one. Where? Her? Oh, there's one here. Well, because did I already interact with that one? Is there one over here? Listen, buddy, I don't want no trouble.
Ooh?
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 subscription to Twitch customer service bot.
Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Excuse me, customer service. I'm trying to find a body. Yes, yes. Very specific one, actually. Is there more bodies somewhere? Search the swamp for the husband's body. Okay. Evidently, they were like, haha, you thought you were so smart. But guess what? It's not here. It's somewhere else. Get wrecked, nerd. But where? I haven't seen any other bodies. I didn't think. Oh, there's one here. But I can't click on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it over here? Don't see anything over here. Hmm. No. Do I need to like trail it up or something? Okay, everything you need is there. Well, it's not there, is it? 'Cause I can't find it. It's back to the forest. Where is this other... Where are the bodies? Where did you hide them? Does my journal give any additional context? If you're dumping corpses out in the swamp, the missing husband is likely among them. Have you ever had a bird almost scream right outside your window as though they just hate that you're sleeping? Oh my god, no. Although when, years and years ago, I used to live... Oh, that worked. Where on earth is that stinking body? You'd think I'd be able to find him among the dead here. Yeah, we were living on like a property. And, out in like the Australian bush, right? And there'd be like, you would hear at night the koalas. And I just want you to know that the sound of a koala mating call is the most horrific thing. And it's even more horrific when you know what it is. Really? Yeah. Let's see if I can click on this and hope it doesn't blow our ears out. There you go, that's the koala mating call. How about having that outside your window at night? Demonic, yeah. Or the sound of like a kangaroo or a wallaby. Let me find wallaby noise. Is there like I wonder what a wallaby sounds like. Oh, that's like a baby one though. What is it? Oh, it doesn't have it. Okay, no, that's just a little dude. So was a possum screaming? That bird up north? Forget its name. Oh yeah. Hearing that at 2 AM must be interesting. Yeah, man, look. I will not lie to you. Oh, here we go. Kangaroo sounds. How about this? Yes, thank you.
Joey calling for mom.
Yeah, there's a little baby. I want a full-grown adult.
Very talkative. The kangaroo squeak.
Yeah, they're actually really cute. This sound is less
Or when
cute though.
very upset.
That's a kangaroo. And so when they're very upset, they sound like an old man. And so picture this. It's pitch black outside. Because if you're out in the bush, there's no fucking light anywhere. You know? The windows, we lived in a house that didn't have any curtains or anything. Because why would you need curtains? There's no one fucking outside, right? So there's no curtains on any of the windows. It's pitch black. Like, and I tell you, you cannot see more than like a meter in front of the like outside the window. And you hear that fucking noise. You hear that noise. You hear this.
Piercing.
Oh, not that. You hear that. You hear outside the fucking window, right? Pitch black, by the way. Can't see anything. By yourself. No one for like kilometers. That shit is freaky as fuck. This must have inspired a few ghost stories from sound alone. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Thank you for the pets. Thank you, thank you. Wombats growl as well. Yeah, I don't think I've ever... I haven't knowingly heard a wombat. But I've definitely had, like, kangaroos, koalas. Some of those
That's rough,
birds. That is rough. That is rough. You can't prove it wasn't a zombie after all. True. But yeah, so that was when we lived, like, out in the bush. And, I'll be honest, it was not, like, my favorite, hey. I did not... My mum was like, I love this. I feel so immersed in nature. And I'm like, I hate it. I hate this. Also, so many spiders. We had the spiders were inescapable. And I did not love that either. Okay. You watch a particularly bloated fly landing on a rotting hand poking out of the muck. Its disgusting proboscis probes at the withered flesh. Ooh. Ooh. Would have also just been smiling and putting up Halloween decorations year round. Fair. Fair, fair. Toilet spiders, bath spiders, bed spiders. You know, my favorite. Shower spiders. Mm-hmm. Spiders as big as your hands. Deadly spiders, because of course it's Australia, you know. Hi Dizzy, how you doing? Welcome in. Hello, hello. The Frog King. Two globular red eyes slowly unglue themselves and swivel to the boggle at the insect. A huge slime-covered tongue lashes out and pulls the hapless fly into a gaping, toothless maw, along with most of the sunken corpse. Well, I suppose that explains where my misplaced man went. Hi.
Can it be? Has a lovely young morsel wandered its way into my palace?
You call this filthy bog a palace? If we're gonna ask for help, you need to not insult him, alright? He throws his head back, shaking the swamp with burbling laughter. Smaller frogs and newts scurry out of the way to avoid being crushed by his enormous bulk.
Wouldn't you? This place is a veritable bounty of insects, and my subjects have such healthy appetites. So they will all grow big and strong. I'd eat you too, but that head of yours looks much too hard. I prefer my food to be nice and tender.
Look. You wouldn't, perchance, have seen an old man pass through here, have you? About yay high, full beard, deadish. The frog taps his fingers against a log, grinning an impossibly large grin.
Oh, yes. I do believe I've seen the chap. He had such a delectable aroma. And fall off the bone ribs. But I'm sorry to say that once something goes down the hatch, it never sees the light of day again.
We'll see about that. I'm sure I can come up with some just desserts for you. The frog rolls his eyes around and around, as if daring you to try something. A witch, of course, always has something she can try. Digestive tablets. The voice you give the Frog King sounds like a dude at the sports bar I go to with the croak, but it's more like gargled burp when he does it. Lamau. Damn. Damn. Okay, I need to make some digestives. Okay, I need Eye of Newt. Where the fuck do I get a newt from? Okay. How do I catch a newt? A bait stick. Alright, I have a bait stick. But where are the newts? Where are the newts? What is a newt? What does a newt look like? In the swamp. So it is in the swamp. Something with big eyes, I guess. Have your day's been good though? Thanks, Dizzy. Thank you, thank you. It's been good. Like a lizard. A lizard. Don't remember seeing any lizards. Oh, maybe it's in a... Oi, fuck off. Maybe I have to dig them up? Oh, right, I need a trowel. Okay. That was a frog. Maybe it's about where I put the bait stick. Maybe if I put the bait stick up here. No, that's not what I want. Well, at least I can make another one. How do I get the newt? No. Craft a digestive. I'm pretty sure I've had to craft a digestive before. I've newt. This game definitely benefits from doing it in like very close together sittings. How did I craft the newt before? I might just look it up. Okay. Hit a log with a hatchet, then catch a poisonous newt with a bait stick. Okay. So it's for logs. I gotta find logs. Gotcha. Okay. Logs. The log here? No. Log? Ah! Ow! Bugger off. Piss off. Okay, digestive time. Craft. The art style of this reminds me of Rayman Legends. It's like a cool, like, 2D style. I feel like they've kind of, like, done each kind of, like, each part that moves on, like, a separate layer. And then they've kind of, like, wiggled it around as if it was, like, paper being moved and animated. Like, digestive tablets. You wrap a juicy looking grub around the medicinal tablets and offer it up to the Frog King. Your Majesty, I really must find the whereabouts of that gentleman. Perhaps this small tribute will persuade you to loosen your tongue. The frog gulps down the tantalizing meal without a thought. Yeah, there's no thoughts behind those eyes. Those big glorpus eyes.
Oh, a delectable gift. Thank you, my pretty. Now, I already told you where...
His nostrils flare for a moment. Then he sneezes, sending specks of wet mucus flying. The frog's throat suddenly expands, filling with gas. The belch that erupts from its lips resonates so loudly that the entire swamp ceases its buzzing. You avert your eyes, but the noise and smell of the frog's explosive eruption almost knock you off your feet. Great Gilda's ghost. What a stench. The frog wobbles on its legs, looking thoroughly emptied. He teeters before rolling his huge body back into the swamp with a thunderous splash. You spot the slippery body of the husband floating in the bog water. Luckily, he seems to be missing some bits and pieces, so he should fold up quite nicely. With some snapping and squeezing, you manage to get him down to a transportable size.
Blech. Blech. Blech.
Gross. That's nasty. The circle of power is ready and waiting for its necromantic purpose. Place the husband's body in the center. With considerable effort, you unfold the husband's decaying body from your satchel and slap it down in the middle of the circle. Which wood is this? It's Wytchwood. Hee. Hi, Predice. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Is it that wood or that wood? Which wood? Predice? I don't know. I feel like we have had this conversation. Hello, Riwu. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well today. Hi. Invisible shackles wrap around the corpse's limbs and pull its spread eagle against the ground. Strange mist rises from the obelisks, casting everything in a sickening green light. Slowly but surely, the corpse begins to levitate off the ground. It rotates to face each obelisk, one by one. Oh, get on with it. I haven't got all day. You give the rotting head a good kick as it passes by you. With a gasp of stale air, the body drops to the ground. Suddenly, it bolts upright. Ugh. Oh, not those sound effects. Well, hello there. You caused me a lot of trouble, you know that? The reanimated corpse claws at its throat. Oh, sorry. Wait a moment. Near your feet, you see a disembodied tongue flopping about on the ground like a worm. You scoop it up and quickly toss it into the man's gaping mouth. Though he moves his jaw, his lurching voice seems to emanate from someplace beyond. Murderer! What? I am not. You were quite dead when I found you. No! Leech murdered me! He clutches at his hollow chest as if trying to feel his heart beating. Gave me plague, drained my blood. Leech murdered others. He swings a limp arm towards the body-filled bog. I knew there was some awful stink about that sick house. What sort of doctor infects her own patients? Check her office. Find proof. Don't you worry. I'll make sure that parasite gets what's coming to her. But you should head back home. Your wife is worried half to death about you. He turns and looks longingly over his shoulder. You can hear his vertebrae popping. Yes, I late. As he shambles into the choking mist, he gives you a crooked nod of thanks. Oh my god, before we go see the leech, we have to go see the husband and wife chillin'. I need to go talk to him for reasons. Oh, they are here.
Thank you, sister. He's good as new.
Love, wife.
Yo, this is Saf. This is Saf. And this is Nova. Nova's like, hey, yo, you can't... You think you can die to escape me? And then Saf's like, I love you.
Nova best.
Okay. Let's go. Now let's go confront the leech. Yoink. Bro would literally simp for Nova in the afterlife. It's actually very cute. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just wandering through Leech's office. While the leech is busy with her patients, you rifle through the contents of the various cabinets in her office. Mostly dried herbs and potions. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. That is until you notice a suspicious-looking bookcase set against the wall. The books are all fake, just chopped-down spines glued to a solid plank. Your fingers race across the medical titles and quickly find a loose volume. With a click of a switch, the whole bookcase swings open to reveal a secret compartment. Your heart jumps at the sight. Racks upon racks of bottled blood are arranged like fine wines. Each vessel meticulously catalogues the name, description, and age of its source. It looks like that thirsty slug's been sapping the living for years. On a nearby table you spy a decanter, half filled with ruby red liquid. You wonder whose blood it contains. A dash of salt would remind that slimy worm that there's worse things out there than bloodsuckers. Salt the leech's wine? This wine is just waiting to be salted? Alright. Okay, cooking some salt up. Do I have any salt? Salted solution will put an end to the leech's parasitic predations. Oh, okay. Salted solution. Oh, here? Is this it? Spirit salts. Okay, I need to craft this. You sprinkle a generous amount of embalming salts collected from the graves of the leech's victims into the decanter. As the salt dissolves into the bloody cocktail, you hear the telltale squelching of the good doctor's approach.
What are you doing? Can't you see that this is my private office? I already helped you enough, so there's no reason you ought to be here.
She hastily shuffles you out of the room.
Now get out. This place is only for the sick.
You're certainly right about that. You walk just out of sight before doubling back to hide behind a withered get-well bouquet. You peer at the vexed leech as she slithers around her office, checking every cabinet and locker for tampering. She mutters something expletive about nosy old women. Hi, Lucky. How you doing? Welcome. Thank you for the chicken and the pets. Hello, hello. We're just about to do some murder, Lucky. You're just in time. Satisfied, she sighs with relief and reaches to pour herself a glass from the tainted decanter.
Ah, that addition of black fever certainly adds a certain nutty quality. Maybe it will pair well with an infusion of peat moss palsy in the next batch.
As a treat, yeah. She takes a sip, waiting just a moment before throwing her head back and guzzling it all down.
Lovely. Sharp flavor. Full body, too.
Suddenly, the leech snaps to attention. Her limbs dart out, writhing with uncontrollable gestures. She stabilizes herself against the table as sweat pools on her brow. The decanter shatters against the floor in an explosion of glass.
What's happening?
The leech spasms as the tendrils of ghostly spirits begin to suck the moisture from her body. You watch as she dwindles in size, shrinking like some horrible raisin. Murder! Woohoo! I got an achievement. You inspect the mummified worm, pressing it between your fingers lightly. Drained by the very spirits she was supposed to be healing. In your fingertips, you may count the faintest of heartbeats. The soul of the leech.
Quest complete. Yay!
Did a little murder, did a little murder. I don't believe it. That was happening right under my nose the whole time. Well, you were outside. You wasn't really paying attention, were you? The air in here is cleaner somehow. Feeling a lot better. Good. Let's check this one. I'm on the mend. Good job. So anyway, you'll still probably die from plague. Technically she did infect you all, so good luck, peace out, see you in the afterlife. Okay, now check my journal. We have the bear in the forest. Find the sergeant of the Lakeshore camp in the western edge of the forest. Alright, so let's go traveling over to the forest. To the forest. Beep. I think this one was the forest? Yeah. Okay. Map again, please. Alright, west. Yoink.
Hey, where do you think you're going? Where? No one but us soldiers are allowed inside the Lakeshore camp.
Get out of my way. I have urgent news of your quartermaster. I need to speak with your sergeant.
Urgent? Only thing that's urgent is the line for the latrine, or if the captain hasn't had his drink. That's right. Captain Bear is in a right foul mood. You can't come in unless you want a good thrashing.
The guard almost has to shout over the clattering din coming from inside the camp.
You heard him? It's dangerous in there. Wouldn't have the heart to let a frail old granny like you near that beast.
One guard turns to the other with a conspiratorial shrug.
Yeah, but who are we to say what's good for her health? Oh, yeah, you're right. We might be convinced to, look the other way if we was fairly compensated.
Dingus and Dongus. That's a combo of names, yeah.
Right, fairly compensated, of course. We'd be sticking our necks out after all.
The guards hold out their hands expectantly, like children begging for candy. Gold coin. A bribe. You carefully press 3 heavy gold coins into the palm of the waiting guard. There. I expect you two can divide them evenly among yourselves. Oh ho 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 ho.
You're right. 1 for you and 2 for me.
What?
You mean 2 for me and 1 for you? I'm the one who does all the real guarding around here.
Why do I know this game? I have played this game on stream once before, Tempest. We started it, but we never finished it. So we are returning back to it. I played it late last year for the first time. Probably it then? Yeah, maybe.
You still owe me for that game of dice you lost. You cheated me. Give me them coins.
The 2 guards fall into fisticuffs and roll into the bushes, leaving the gate to the camp wide open. Just split the 3 gold, 1 between the 2 of you, and use the 1 remaining gold to buy a truly epic amount of meat and ale. True. Yes. I think they're not quite smart enough for that, though. Blurred. Oh my. As you cautiously approach, the bear drains the last of his enormous tankard and smashes it against the head of a nearby soldier, knocking the hapless man to the ground.
And then I'll wallop them, just like that. So next time I catch any of you cowards turning tail, I'll skewer you like a fish and leave your guts for the gulls.
Suddenly noticing that his drink has gone dry, the bear bellows to the skies.
More mead, you yellow-bellied worms! More drink! Bring me my delicious honey mead!
The soldiers, taking cover nearby, exchange nervous glances at each other, none wanting to confront the bear. There is no more honey mead. The bear wipes a strand of drool from his sagging lips, and his bleary eyes slowly focus on you. A mocking smirk splits his face as he waves at you with his great, spiked mace.
Say, now there's a funny-looking helmet, soldier. I ever tell you the time I crushed the bucket-headed barbarians of the Western Mountains?
You decide that now is a good time to leave the bear to his ramblings, rather than make yourself an unfortunate prop in his war stories. The bear kicks an empty tankard at you as you retreat back into the camp.
That's right. Go get me more mead, you good-for-nothing slaggard.
Mermead. Mermead. Find this, is this not the sergeant? Shh. We don't want him to find us. Okay, but where's your sergeant? this him? Sergeant. The frenetic-looking officer shouts hurried orders at whoever will listen, but most of the camp's soldiers are busy cowering or knocked out cold. Man the gates! You, over there, secure the perimeter. We just need to hold out a little longer. Sir, we're running out of men. Where's that damn shipment of honey? You step over an unconscious footman to address the man in charge. I might be able to answer that question. Who let this old bat into the camp? I found your quartermaster. He's having a bit of cart trouble on the road. I'm afraid your shipment isn't going to get here any time soon. What? Oh, curse my rusty breeches. Without that honey and other supplies, we can't make the honey mead. The bear's gonna flatten the whole camp when he finds out. The camp looks half flattened already. What's all this ruckus about? Well, the bear is the greatest warrior there ever was, which is grand and all when we're fighting the enemy. But once we set up camp, he likes to use us poor sods as playthings to reenact his conquests. And the only thing the bear loves as much as fighting is drinking. Guzzles up so much honey mead, we have to brew it right here in the camp just to keep up. He points to a squat-looking device tucked near some tents. A portable brewery. Without that shipment of ingredients, I don't see how we can ever calm the bear down. He'll smash us all into paste before the sun sets. Let me take a look at this brewery of yours. If the bear is so in love with brawling and boozing, then perhaps it's about time he received a dose of his own medicine. Hell yeah. You inspect the brass contraption. A tank here, a hopper there. The bitter smell of alcohol is infused into the well-worn metal. Despite the needlessly complicated dials and tubing, at the end of the day, the brewery is really just a fancy cauldron. This seems simple enough. I should be able to concoct just the potion for your troubles. The rattled sergeant shrugs his shoulders at you. Sure, if you think it'll help, but you'll need to fuel the darn thing first. Our supplies are a mess, so you'll have to figure it out on your own. You open up the brewery to inspect its complicated innards. Jar of water, cinderbox. So 5 jars of water and a cinderbox. Alright. Alright, what do I need for the cinderbox? Okay, I can craft one of those already. Fab. Now I need 5 jars of water. I'm glad I've been collecting these embers. So I just need water now. Can I get water from here? No. I might have to go back out. Here? Perhaps? There's a well somewhere. I'll pick up some more twigs because I'm about to use a bunch of them. Whoa! Whoa, dude. Is that water up there? No, I can't use that. Pretty sure there was a well over to the right here somewhere. Whoa. No, 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 no. Yeah, it's good. It's cool. We're chill. We're chill. Be cool. Here we go. Into the well. I think I can fill it up in here. What's this? Locked. Here we go. Ta-da! Yoink. I'll take the frog. And I'll take your damn frog, too. Leaving. Okay, now which way did I come from? I think I gotta go right. Oh, there's another cinder thing here. Yoink. I'm gonna have to replenish my cinders. Cinders and twigs. This way? Yeah. All right. Yoink. Alrighty. Jar of water. You slosh cool, clear water into the brewery's main tank. Not the best base for potion brewing, but you want to preserve that honey mead flavor. Twig. You snap kindling into pieces and scatter it into the bottom compartment of the brewery. Should be fuel enough for the job. And cinderbox. With the heart of a cinderbox, you set the stove chamber of the brewery alight. It will bring the tank to a rolling boil. With a hiss of steam and the sound of boiling water, the rattling brewery is ready for the next step in the process. Of course, I'll need honey for the mead. That quartermaster said he was coming back from the apiary in the fields, so I best try there. Then I'll need a proper magical binder, and a token of the bear to seal the spell. Something in this camp should do the trick. The frothing basin of the brewery stands ready for the right ingredients. Honey, metamorphosis elixir, and a torn teddy bear. Alright. Oh. Box. Torn teddy bear. I wonder if maybe I need to ask a guard for the teddy bear. Because I can click on some of them. Through the open tent flap, you catch a glimpse of pillaged trinkets and treasures scattered about the spacious interior. You surmise that one of these precious objects might contain enough magical essence to use as a token of the bear. Your eyes have only a moment to linger upon the giant fur-lined bed before a hand pulls the door flap shut. The sergeant gives you a disapproving glare as he ushers you away. Wait, you can't go in there. This is the bear's personal tent. You know the kind of hell that would break loose if he finds out someone's been snooping. Don't worry, I'll be careful. It seems like your men are keeping him distracted anyway. You glance over at the bear as he tosses aside a soldier like a sack of potatoes. No way, no how. If you think this is bad, just wait until he finds out there's no more honey mead. Huh. If you're so afraid of that stomping brute, why don't you just slip away into the night? Surely it would prolong your life a little. And abandon all my friends. We soldiers have got to stick together. It's our only chance. If only there was some way to stand up to the bear. A thought seems to cross the sergeant's mind as he notices the potions and baubles hanging around your belt. Say, you're good with magical doodads and what's-its, right? What if you made me some sort of protective charm or talisman? Then I could maybe have a chance against that monster without getting my head stoved in. If I make you a protective talisman, will you let me into this tent? I suppose I wouldn't have much to worry about if you did. The sergeant looks at you with a glimmer of hope in his eyes. Alright, protective talisman. Where's the protective talisman? Maybe I hadn't unlocked it yet. Yeah, here it is. Okay, a wicked gemstone. I can craft that. And magic paste. What? Oh, I need milk. Okay. Well, what else? 2 of these. I can do that. Okay, I need to go get some milk. And what do I need for these? Oh, I can craft that. And what else did I need? Inquire at the apiary in the fields. And that's where I need to go to get the milk, so we should be fine. Should be fine to go do that. Alright. It looks like he's having a temper tantrum. An absolute temper tantrum. Okay. I think, is there a teleporter? Teleporter. To the fields. Alright, I'm gonna need a jar for the milk. Where's the cow? Moo. There's chickens. Hey. There we go. Where's the cow going? There you are. Yoink. So that would be the protective talisman, because I need the magic paste. There. And then protective talisman. Done. And then I need to ask about the honey. So down here, I guess? This will block the next thing that attacks me. Oh, shit. I used it. Fuck. Does it disappear? Uh-oh. I fucked up. I think I fucked up, guys. Can I, like... Whoops. I mean, it's still in my inventory, right? I can just not get hit. Okay, it's still in my inventory. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Don't worry about it. It's cool. Aha. Okay, no, that's taste of... Oh, yeah, yeah, okay, up. Up. Up, 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 up. Move. Occupied. Bonk. Is it maybe further up? Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't go far enough up. I'm just lost. I'm just a little lost guy, that's all. Beep. turkeys. Gobble, gobble. Are they aggressive? They are aggressive. Apiary. Yoo-hoo!
Hidey-ho! I'm afraid we're closed for the season.
Closed? But I need some of your honey right away.
Sorry, our supply was cleaned out just a little while ago. Funny little man with a cart. You just missed him.
Yes, I've met him. He's the quartermaster for the bear. But he had a bit of an accident on the road. I need to collect some more honey for the lakeshore camp.
The bear? Well, that explains why that quartermaster purchased so dang much. I heard that lumbering bully would steal the nectar from a lava if it did suit him. My poor bees have already worked themselves half to death for that order, and they don't have any honey left. I wish I could do something to help you, but the only honey left in the entire apiary is Her Majesty's personal reserve.
Her Majesty?
Why, my sweet spring flower, the jewel of my crown, the golden sun of my...
Yes, get on with it.
My beloved queen. She is as lovely as she is wise and resides over her flowered kingdom.
Queen Bee. A shrill voice pierces the meadow and sends chills down your spine. Whoa.
Slave, where is my dinner? I ordered you to bring me the finest sunflowers. Right away, my love. And make it pretty this time. I don't want another one of your dandelion bouquets like some common wasp. Yes, my sweet.
I think I had better have an audience with this queen myself. The beekeeper has concerned himself with a floral arrangement. Yoink. Whoa. How do I get through the bees? The regal insect looks down her curled nose at you scornfully.
That fool beekeeper is supposed to stop the rabble from trampling my delicate garden.
Good help is so hard to find, isn't it?
And I suppose you've come to lend a hand? No, I don't think so. What do you want, little beetle?
You seem like a very busy woman, so I won't waste your time. I need honey. Your best honey. She tilts her long neck back and lets out a buzzing laugh.
Do you think I simply give my carefully cultivated riches to just any commoner? Do you have any idea how much time and energy is spent managing this colony? Everyone always wants something, but no one ever wants to work for it.
In a rustle of petals, the beekeeper comes running over, holding out an assortment of beautiful prairie flowers.
My darling sweetheart, I offer you the finest meadow flowers. I hope you find these to your liking. Is this marigold? You wax-brained fool! You know I despise the stuff. How many times must I repeat myself? Get out of my sight, all of you!
My love, I have wronged you. Let me try again. You follow the beekeeper a short distance away, while he busies himself picking more flowers. She seems to be in a foul mood. Does she always treat you like this?
Well, yes, but it's really usually my own fault. Sometimes when she really gets her venom up, a little bit of smoke and soothing herbs calms her right down.
Smoke, you say? I'm sure I could come up with something to even out her mood. Royal incense recipe. Okay, whoop. About to get attacked. Okay, I need a smoke ball. One of these. And whatever this is. Witch spice. And soporific potion, but I need some powder. Whee. Which means I need a jar. What? I need clay. Okay. So I need to dig some holes. Time to do some digging. Okay. Looking for some holes to dig. Time to dig me some holes. Do need these as well. Bit of clay. Oh, there it is. It gurgles at you gleefully, damn. Oh, I did make a jar. Okay, well. There's like a water thing around here somewhere, wasn't there? Oh, there, I see it. Cool. So I can craft this. And then I can craft this. And then I can go back to the apiary. And turn this in. And turn this in. What's in? Oh shit. No! Leave me alone. Alright, do I have to talk to him? Ah, she's down here. Oh! Oh, okay. No, that was the right thing to do. Alright, phew. Relief.
You sneak! Do you honestly believe that your little puff of... Achoo! Smoke can...
Oh. The queen fans herself lightly as the world begins to push and pull all around her.
Whew. Does anyone else feel a little hot? Anyways, as I was saying, you can't just
Just the sparkling sun bears down on the queen like a warm summer's embrace.
My, look at all of these beautiful colours. Have they always been so bright?
The queen bee stretches her arms across the sea of flowers, brushing the tips of their petals gleefully. She arcs her limbs through the myriad of colours swirling about her head.
It's gorgeous! Oh, and what's that delicious smell?
Crackling into the waxen walls of her hive, the queen pulls out a golden honeycomb. She proceeds to messily stuff the honey into her face.
Delectable! Oh, it's so good. You simply have to try some, my dear. I've never tasted anything so delicious in my life.
She offers up a sticky handful to you. Why, thank you, my queen. Take it. Get yoinked, nerd. Ooh. And then... Okay, so we should be able to now go back to the soldiers. Where was it? Where's the teleporter? Oh, here. Hi, I'm back. I'm back. What was it like? West? Oh, yeah, just straight west. Always best to farm items when you get the opportunity, you know? Never know when it's going to come in handy later, with the amount of backtracking you have to do in this game. Whenever I see it, I'm like, let's just do it right now. Right here, right now. Oh, we can give old mate the talisman. Here, this ought to shield you from harm. For a time. He grins nervously as he puts the charm around his neck. Then he clobbers himself in the face with his own fist. Wow! You weren't kidding! Huh! No, that's nowhere near the kind of punishment the bear can dish out. I better find some more stuff to test it out with. Then I'll give that bear a piece of my mind. Will you wear it out, bro? He stumbles off into the camp to find other objects to try against his newfound protection, leaving the bear's tent unattended. Into the tent. Whee! Oh, I can't do too much snooping around here, can I? Meaty morsel. A jar and a torn teddy bear. A ragged toy bear, well loved and well beyond its prime. Don't mind if I do. Thanks. A dear trifle. Surely this will do. Okay, honey. As you squeeze the honeycomb with your bare hands, thick, rich honey slowly oozes into the brewery's tank. Too sweet for your tastes, but then this potion is not for you. Metamorphosis elixir. You ladle out a good portion of the writhing, tar-like substance into the brewery. To be safe, you add a little more, just for texture. And a torn teddy bear. You pause before dropping the tattered plaything into the brewery. A glint in its button eye reminds you of something, but the thought soon evaporates from your mind. You overturn your palm, and the stuffed bear splashes down into the concoction. It floats sadly for a moment, before becoming waterlogged and disappearing under the surface. With the addition of the final ingredient, the brewing equipment is sealed and set to work. Steam hisses from rivets, and its swollen metal belly clanks and rattles. Before long, the waggling fingers of the gauges and dials settle down, indicating that the brew is complete. You give a quick sniff test and recoil at the sickeningly sweet vapors. You push an empty wooden keg under the contraption's spigot and crank the release valve. The brewery strains under the pressure and fills the keg with chunky, oozing fluid. May not be the finest honey mead around, but hopefully that great raging Gallet won't stop to notice the difference. The brewery wheezes in defeat. You doubt it will ever make mead again. Take the keg. I wonder if the soldier's around here somewhere. The sergeant, rather. I can't see him. Alright, give the bear his honey mead. Whoa, does the little baby want his Twinkies?
Where was I? Oh, right.
So I pull my sword out from his chest and...
Ah, Captain, I've brought you more honey mead.
The bear swipes up the tankard with his massive paw and tosses the contents into his slavering maw without hesitation. He licks his chops, savoring the peculiar flavor. With a sudden jerk, he bears down on you with suspicion.
Say, this tastes kind of funny. What did you do, soldier?
It's an, new recipe. I thought you might enjoy something with a little more sting in it.
Rawr! You know I hate new things. I'll teach you to mess with my favorite brew, you hayseed.
Bears down, and he's a bear. Oh man, what a hoot of a joke. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I didn't even catch that. The bear is upon you with frightening speed. He raises the huge mace in his paw skyward, and you brace for the impact. With an equal measure of speed, the sergeant leaps between the clashing mace and your head. You peer through your fingers as a great clang resounds through the camp. The bear roars furiously, as his blow is magically repelled from the sergeant's talisman. The mace goes spinning out of his paw and falls into the lake with a great splash. He gapes, dumbfounded, as the sergeant stands before him, completely unharmed.
Ha! That'll teach you to pick on us, you big oaf. This has been a long time coming.
The sergeant wags his finger at the bear.
Who do you think you are, huh? You think you're so big and tough with your fancy feather hat and your big honkin' club? Well, look at you now.
The camp soldiers gather to witness in stunned awe. Miraculously, the bear seems to shrink in the face of the sergeant's onslaught.
If it was up to me, you'd be dishonorably discharged for disorderly conduct. You're a disgrace to the uniform. You're no captain of mine.
With fear welling up in his eyes, the bear shrinks and shrinks until he is reduced to the size of a small cat.
And another thing, what's happening?
In place of the bear's drunken grimace is the stitched smile of a doll's grin. Two button eyes stare back at the disapproving faces surrounding the little plush toy. The sergeant takes a step back to reveal the small shape of a stuffed teddy bear where the brute once stood. Your transformative potion has finally done its work. Gee, I guess I overdid it. He scratches his head in befuddlement, but seems genuinely relieved. Hey, Sarge, I guess that means you're in charge now, right? Oh, yeah, I guess it does. Well, what are you all standing around for? The camp's a mess. Let's get to work. You pick up the diminutive doll and brush some sand out of its fur. As you inspect it further, its head lolls to face you. Far within the glassy surface of its button eyes, you can barely make out a tiny crimson flame, the trapped soul of the bear. This ought to be what that old goat is after. I hope he's happy. Or we get to go back now. The souls of the bear, leech, snake, and ox jostle in your satchel with fearful energies. That's that, then. I better get these back home to the goat before he ransacks the rest of the place. Woohoo! We get to turn in some more souls. Oh, there's a dude here now. What a relief! With the bear gone, we can all rest easy. That's good to hear, buddy. Yoink. Twig. Oi, 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 no. Oh, wait, no, I wanted to go west, right? Because I need to go back home. Oh, sorry, east. There it is. Back to my swamp. Oh, it's been a while since we've been back here. A veritable age. Oi, goat. The goat rears its head at the sight of you. Its hooves pound the ground excitedly.
Most excellent! I can sense the presence of spirits about you. You must have captured the souls I asked for.
No small task, I can tell you that. Just what do you plan on doing with them?
Oh, this and that, nothing you must concern yourself with. What's important is that you are one step closer to fulfilling your contract with me. Just go ahead and place them in the shrine there. I'll take care of the rest.
The goat shakes its head towards a carved relief at the back of the room, grinning in a horrible way that no goat should. Stuffed bear. As you bring the stuffed bear close to the carved stone relief in the wall, it spontaneously bursts into flames in your hands, burning away until only a harsh red stone remains. The stone zips out of your grasp and straight into a socket on the wall, buzzing like some angry insect. You are buffeted by flashes of the bear's wrath, drunken, roaring, cowering bodies, splintered wood, the smell of honey. As with the first, the mummified husk of the leech turns to ash as you bring it close to the wall, leaving only a glowing orb in its place. Images of the leech slither into your mind, the prick of a needle, the drip, drip, drip of draining fluids, soothing words, restless sleep. Prismatic colors flash through your head at the thought of the snake. Secrets lapped up by a forked tongue, whispers beneath the sound of festivities. The ox brings with him the overbearing heat of the midday sun, the salty tang of sweat in the soil, suffering, sacrifice, solitude. You step away from the shrine and its smouldering stones. Your burdens suddenly feel much lighter. Beside you, the sleeping maiden stirs in her slumber, but does not awake.
Now then, you've had a very long day. Why don't you get some rest? Tomorrow we shall pick up bright and early.
Yes, I am quite tired. Ooh.
Good morning, my swamp lily. I trust you slept well.
Like the dead. You stretch out your back, making a sound like snapping twigs.
Well, no time to dilly-dally. I sense the next 4 souls on our list. You must travel east, out of the forest and towards civilization.
Ugh, I hate crowds.
Well, it can't be helped. You must seek out these souls in the village, the market, the docks, and the graveyard.
Huh. The graveyard might at least be a reprieve from chattering townsfolk. All right, goat. I'll bring you your souls.
You seem much more reasonable today. Have a change of heart, perchance? If these next 4 are anything...
If these next 4 are anything like the last, they'll get what's coming to them.
I'm glad we have reached an understanding.
Hell yeah. Alright. The cat in the market, the rat in the graveyard, the fish in the docks, and the ram in the village. Okay. Well... we have time to get started on one of these. I think it's like to the forest. And then I have to go east. He said east of the forest. Okay. Yoink. Mushroom, mushroom. Oh yeah, I remember this guy. He had the dog. I have a feeling that I'm going to want to have a little stock up on what I can get. To the village! Ow. What the... A trap should catch this vermin. Whoa! Did old mate steal something from me? Fairy dust. That dog is in a jumper. Nice. Pockets ripe for plucking. Move along. Sheepdog. This anxious little dog attempts frantically to get a town guard's attention as they stand watch in front of the smoking ruins of a burned down shop. Please, you have to listen to me. My friend is missing. The guard stifles a yawn, annoyed at having to work. Oh yeah? And what's your friend look like? The sleeves of the sheepdog's oversized sweater flail about comically. She's about yay tall, wears a green vest, has black wool. So she's one of them sheep, huh? Probably just got lost. You know, them types ain't too bright. She didn't get lost, she's gone missing. Her wool shop was burned down on purpose. Can't you smell it in the air? Calm down, sir. We're investigating the situation. But I'm sure this fire was a simple accident. I bet your friend just left the kettle on or something. Why don't you check with the ram in the town square? If anyone knows where a lost sheep is, it's probably him. How can you say that? Everyone knows that the ram hates the black sheep. Look at all these footprints. I bet his goons had something to do with this. Listen, you're starting to get on my nerves. Just leave this to the professionals, all right? He turns away from the dog and goes back to doing absolutely nothing. Professionals, indeed. They couldn't find a fish in a frying pan. I better look into this funny business myself. Funny business. Press tab. Question the ram in the village square. Oh. Needs a trap. Correct, idiot. There's a cat here. This cat deserves a treat. Can I give the catto a little treato? Maybe later. Oi, fuck off. At first glance, this looks like a neglected shack, long ago fallen into disrepair. But your canny gaze reveals its construction to be beyond the ravages of time, standing overlooked, yet constant, until properly disrupted. Running your nail along the grain of one of the nailed-up boards proves to be just the disruption it was waiting for. Passage. Nice. That is our teleporter. Teleporter, teleporter. There's a scarf on the gargoyle. That's cute. That's cute. I like that. Don't want the gargoyle to get cold now, would we? I'll craft another trap. Because I have a suspicious feeling that I will need them. The rat's tails. You need everything in this game. You just assume that everything is needed. It's to the market. A skeleton key. Wait. Fuck is your problem, bro? Is this the town center? Oh my god, are these all missing people?
Listen closely, brothers and sisters. We must wear our wool proudly and show the world that plain is best. That's right, plain wool is the best wool. All of these outlandish colors and head-splitting patterns do nothing but confuse and enrage the senses. They are the product of misled individuals. And as we all know, individuals are weak. Only the united are strong. Together we speak louder than a single voice.
Wait, are all the colours bad then? What about grey? It's almost plain white.
Grey is forbidden. Grey is a gateway to blue. And where there's blue, green isn't far behind. Then what's next? Yellow? Purple? Even red?
No! Anything but red, no!
Always remember, colors lead to discord, to chaos, and with chaos the wolves will come for us all.
No, not the wolves! Watch out! There's one right there!
The nearest sheep nearly jumps out of its fleece when it notices you. I'm not a wolf, you half-wits.
Maybe not, but you're different, and that's just as bad. Right, boss?
That's right. So what is it an outsider wants with us? Are you here to tempt my flock with your anarchic ideals?
I doubt you lot would have room in your heads for any more ideals. But no, I'm here looking for the black sheep. It seems her shop was burned down last night. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
Bah! That bothersome black sheep is a thorn in my side. Never heeds my warnings. Always goes against what's good and proper. But I assure you, I was tending my flock all night, so I had nothing to do with her disappearance.
That little sheepdog begs to differ. He says you've always had it out for the black sheep, and I'm inclined to believe him with all your prattling.
Lies and slander. You have no proof of any wrongdoing. For all we know, she may have just left the kettle on.
As the sheep stomp about, you notice flakes of ash leaving black marks on the cobblestone of the village square. Proof, eh? Looks to me like some of your flock have sooty feet. I wonder where this suspicious trail will lead. Need to reveal the trail. Is it unveiling powder? There we go. You sprinkle the revealing powder over the cobblestones to reveal hidden footprints, still blackened by ash. It appears as though several individuals were dragging something away from the town square last night. Oh, another unveiling powder. A struggle must have occurred here. You find the remnants of a torn burlap sack and some scattered fistfuls of wool. The footprints leading away look to be moving at great speed, like someone was being chased. Oh, up here. Okay. A pair of lone footprints duck into this vegetable garden. You notice some more footprints searching in confused directions farther afield. The black sheep must have been trying to hide from her pursuers. Maybe she managed to throw them off her trail. After following the ashen trail through the back streets, you come to a dead end. Your only company is a stone gargoyle, squatting atop a building corner. You stand on your tiptoes to examine the great carved demon closer, noting the lovely knitted scarf billowing around its neck. What a fine garment. I could do with a new one. It's starting to get chilly. I just hope it hasn't got any of that bird poo on it. As you reach up to unwrap the scarf, the gargoyle's eyes swivel in their sockets, with a sound like two grinding millstones.
Well, excuse me. I'm quite fond of this avian excrement, actually. It adds a touch of authenticity to the whole ensemble, don't you think?
Oh, I beg your pardon. I didn't realize I was speaking to a watcher.
Huh, a watcher? Why is it that no one ever comes to watch me? I'm handcrafted from the finest block of artisanal granite, so masterfully chiseled that I came to life. Nothing on this earth or beyond has a greater claim to beauty than I. And yet, day after day, I sit up here, and no one gives me so much as a passing glance.
Well, maybe if you cleaned up once in a while.
Oh, hush!
I don't need to take fashion tips from you. And besides, you only looked up at me because of this fabulous scarf. Admit it. I was merely following this trail of sooty footprints. But now that you mention it, that scarf has a fine knit to it. You didn't happen to get it from the black sheep, did you?
Why, where else would I have gotten something so swanky in this dreary little town? That black sheep is the only other person around here that appreciates good taste. Unlike that ghastly ram, always ringing that gaudy bell of his and pooh-poohing everyone else's fun, this world is alive and needs a good splash of colour once in a while.
You know where the black sheep is, then?
Now, hold on. How do I know you aren't another agent of banality like the ram? Just look at that skirt. So last century.
Got bird shit on your head, you caca head, right? A little idiot. Hey, he's apparently quite fond of it. You'll have to prove you're an ally of the fashion scene before I say another word. Now, I've had my eyes on some new shoes for ages. Why don't you just snag a pair from the village? Surely no one will notice. Pah! Those clogs aren't fit for a horse. No, I've got my heart set on elf shoes. Delicate, dainty, exquisite, and absolutely to die for. Plus, I could do with a nice hat to go with my fetching scarf, and maybe some needle and thread to do some alterations. Well, what are we waiting for? The fashion scene moves too quickly to stand around idle. A gnome hat? Apparently I have a gnome hat already. I don't know when I acquired that. I need some elf shoes and a sewing kit. Now the elf shoes. I did see an elf running around. Cat. This cat deserves a treat. All of you fuck off. All of the cats deserve a treat. Oh. I don't want to go there just yet. Was it over here? There he is. I'm stuck. To trick him to snatch those shoes. Useful against Skeeter's glitter bomb, maybe? Useful against mimics. Oh, I have a skeleton key already. Is it like the glitter bomb? Dryads, stick totems, turkeys, skeeters, bats, drakes, glitter bomb. I think it's gonna have to be the glitter bomb. No? Can't use it. Collect elf shoes from the village. How do I trick him? With a growth potion? Fuck, I need milk. You know what? I will be honest. I might finish it up there for tonight. So that I can puzzle this out on Friday when I'm feeling less tired. Because I am tricking by pulling out a Glock. That'll do it for sure. You're so right. And I'll trick that ram too. Oh. But yes, that is probably going to do me for tonight, I think. But thank you everyone for hanging out. I appreciate it. I hope you had fun. My thing's frozen. Oops. There we go. Oh. Excuse me, I've had to be up early. I did have better sleep last night, except I had to get up early, and I could have kept sleeping, and I was very upset. But it is what it is. Oh, I meant to go get some, like sleepy time tablets today, but I forgot when I was out. Maybe I can get some tomorrow. I've been thinking about trying to get, like, I don't know if I can get melatonin or not, or, like, just something to help me sleep. Like, just a full night, you know? Like, I just want to, like, a full night's sleep. I don't want to wake up, just, like, fucking knock me over the head with a fucking fry pan or some shit. I don't know. Sleepy time tablet. I just popped mine. Nice. Nice. Good night. Good night, Tempest. Good night, Hunter. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I appreciate it. Oh, ay, ay, ay. Ooh. Excuse me. Where are we gonna go? Where are we gonna go? Lex is playing Fae Farm. We did raid Lex and Sandra the other day when they were playing Stardew, but I raided Sandra, not Lex. But they're playing separate tonight. Yeah, it's been a while since we've raided Lex. Let's do that. I kind of want to see what Fae Farm looks like. I've either got it or it's on my wish list, but I have not played it. So I wouldn't mind seeing what it looks like. Also, it's like probably a similar vibe to what we're playing tonight. Like a nice chill indie game. First time playing Fae Farm, there you go. Alright. I'm gonna start the raid. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is collab day. I have no idea what we're doing yet. I don't know who's gonna be around or what not. We've not figured it out yet. And then we'll be back on Friday doing more of Wytchwood, and then Final Fantasy XIV on Saturday and Sunday, the usual. I'm pretty sure we'll be doing more main story quests because we're in Azizlar. So there's a couple of side quests dotted around, but it's mostly main story at the moment. So it is as unorganized as usual. Yeah, sometimes we'll go through a few weeks where we're very organized, but we've been sporadic with Power World. And we haven't decided on whether there's going to be another game that's going to be like a more constant yet. I might see if Jim wants to pick one. But yeah, we're limited because of the number of people. Although there have been some good games lately that have been suggested, so we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll have a look at those. Sometimes I go in and have a look. Alright everyone, thank you for coming along today. If you want to catch up on my VODs, you can see part 1 of Wytchwood. It was just went up a couple of days ago, so you can go and see what happened in the parts that we missed today. But until tomorrow, I hope you have a good day, a good evening, or a good night. Thank you for spending your time here with me today. I appreciate it. And I will see you again tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. Bye. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it.